Good evening, all. We all good? Are we all live? Mother of fucking God, dude. I literally about 10 minutes before I came on the show here, or started going live, this mic stand I had for a long time just broke. It just, like, snapped in half. I was literally just pulling it up, to, right position here, and it just snapped. I'm like, oh my God. And thank God I'm a musician that has a whole bunch of microphones in his little studio here, so thought it could have been disastrous. It really wasn't that bad, thankfully. But now it feels awkward, so now it's going to be like all night of me just adjusting this shit. But I guess as long as you can hear me. I actually thought I'd... My point fucking proven. I thought I'd do this all fucking night, you know? Hold the microphone like this. Jesus God. What a shitty fucking mic, huh? What's up, Redneck? Thanks for tuning in, bud, here. Yeah, we'll dive into that soon here. It was very predictable. Very, it was just a show that, was just not going to be very good. After last night, why the hell would you be more excited for SmackDown tonight than you would as last night? I just didn't think it was going to be good, and it really wasn't that good. It was okay. It was better than last night for sure. Just think it was that good, as usual. But I'll be honest with you, I actually missed the first half hour. I always seem to tend to miss the first half hour of SmackDown. But I was at dinner with my family and just kind of lost track of time, and I didn't really miss much. All I missed was basically Kevin Owens temporarily joined the New Day, which I could live with. I mean, someone's got to fill the void of Big E, I suppose. I guess. But it wasn't very exciting. The only thing that was actually maybe worth any shock value was Kairi Sane and Asuka. That was the only thing that was actually worth even being shocked about, if you will. Everything else was kind of like, eh. Finn Balor wasn't surprised by any means. Roman was not surprised either. Although I think it's actually, of all the moves he's done, it's probably the best move I think they did this whole shake-up here. Yeah, man, I was pissed too. They did. Okay, so make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. Yeah, man, I was... Okay, you can hear me. Okay, let's double check. Everything's going to hell on my side here. But yeah, the end of the show, I mean, Roman Reigns punched Vince in the face. Does that lead to anything, or is it just one of those things where Roman just, tells Vince what's up, and that's it? No punishment or anything like that. I can't talk today. I guess I'm so frustrated with the SmackDown Live too. But yeah, by the end of the show, I'm just kind of like, but the funny thing is at the end of SmackDowns, I actually find myself less upset than I would with Raw. After Raws, I'm like, just want to hang it up. Just want to hang myself and call it a day. But after SmackDowns, I'm like, I can live with it. It's not great by any means, still, but it's not as bad as Raw. Actually, last year or so, I prefer SmackDown over Raw. I'm more excited for SmackDown than for Raw most times, so... Oh yeah, that's for sure. Roman's gonna have that title within the next 4 months here. SummerSlam. I betcha SummerSlam at least. Maybe even sooner. I mean, you got the Money in the Bank next pay-per-view. Then after that, they're going to Saudi Arabia. July is Extreme Rules. Yeah, yeah, because I went to Extreme Rules last year, which was in Pittsburgh. So I think SmackDown. And I have a feeling that Kofi will still be champion by then. I really think it's going to be the summer of Kofi. I think he's going to hold that belt for a while. Not all year, but just for at least 4 or 5 months. Till SummerSlam. So that's what? About 4 months, 5 months, really. But yeah, Roman's on a one-way ticket to the championship here. But I'm not going to do a full review on the show here. I mean, the only thing that was really worth saying about the opening segment is that basically, I didn't see it, but I'm just looking at what I'm reading and seeing here. Is that Kevin Owens temporarily joined the New Day and kind of became the new Big E for a sec. Which is funny. I can live with that. Kevin Owens seems to be lost in the shuffle for the moment, so I can live with all that, you know. Which we'll get into in a second here. Is that part of the music? Okay, it is. Jesus. But after that, we had Finn Balor debuting on SmackDown for the first time, which I also thought was a good move. Finn seems to be a little stale on Raw. If I saw Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor wrestle one more fucking time, I was going to kill myself, I think. But he fought, who the hell did he fight? Mustafa Ali, and I did see part of that. It seemed to be a pretty good match here. So currently, this is not, I can't imagine it's going to be the same here, but currently, the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title are on the same shows. Now, are they going to surprise us and bring Samoa Joe to Raw next week? Are they going to introduce a new title on Raw? Because obviously the title, you know, the title's off balance now. You know, especially with Becky holding both belts. You know, it seems to be kind of off balance. Yeah, we got a lot of female wrestlers coming to SmackDown tonight. The SmackDown female roster just got so much better and so much greater. And it was already, the funny thing, it was already good, I thought. I thought it was a lot better than Raw. I mean, I'll be honest, I really think it is. There's like no one on Raw, really, that's really even worth, like, besides Ronda and maybe Natty, there was really nobody else to, you know, have like a top player. There's a whole bunch of top players over on SmackDown now. So, interesting to see. But I'll get to that in a second here, my review here. Mustafa and then Finn had a handshake, and it was all well and dandy and all. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to pick up where I did actually start watching it, though. Charlotte versus Carmella. You knew Carmella was going to lose to this. So, Charlotte staying on Raw, on SmackDown. Which I was actually a little bit surprised with that, to be honest with you. I thought Charlotte would actually jump ship and go to Raw, because I feel like now, like I was saying with the titles, I feel like the balancing of both shows, if you will, or like with wrestlers now and like the female talent, I think it's really off now. I think it's completely off balance. So I think you would push Charlotte to Raw, but maybe not. I don't know. I just didn't think. I thought she'd go to Raw, to be honest, but stay on SmackDown, which is okay. But afterwards, you had fucking Lars Sullivan, no pop Lars Sullivan, come out and basically destroy R-Truth. And Lars Sullivan's, I guess, technically on SmackDown. I guess. Whoop de fucking do. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I don't like Lars Sullivan because of his whole. He was being promoted, had mental health issues, which I'm not putting that on him or blaming it on him by any means here, but I think that did deflate maybe his debut and his first part of his run that he's having, and I just don't really care for Lars Sullivan, so him coming out squashing people for the next couple of weeks, I'm not looking forward to, and I wish, maybe they do something else with him. But back to what we were saying about the 6-man, 8-man women's match here. Didn't they say Becky Lynch would come out with an announcement of some sort? Did they not advertise that? Or she had some sort of, some sort of announcement or some sort of reveal. I don't know what it was. But she didn't really say or reveal anything that was even worth Really even worth mentioning, I guess. Defeats the purpose of the brand split. Yeah, then what was the point of... There was no 0 point of it now. Makes no sense. I don't understand why they're doing a brand split now when... I just can't imagine them doing a brand split during when they go to Fox. I just can't. I feel like they'd load everybody up on that, you know? If you don't, you're going to put all your good players on SmackDown, all your shitty players on Raw, and Raw's going to be the shit show. It already is a shit show. You're going to make it more of a shit show. But it does defeat the purpose of the brand split right now. I'm not sure why this is doing it. I think it's kind of a waste of time, you know? Once we get to October, which is, 6 months from now? But still, it seems that just kind of defeats the purpose of a brand split. I would agree with that. But, like we had Ember Moon and Bayley come out, and then we had Kairi Sane and Asuka come out, which is, thank God they're doing something with Asuka. They're not losing her in a shuffle, doing something with her. And if she has to be in a tag team with Kairi Sane to continue, with her career here in WWE, I'm fine with that. That's awesome. I love both of them. So I think they'll be a badass team. I think they will very, very soon hold the women's tag team champions. Yeah, Lars Sullivan doesn't have much going for him. I mean, the only thing he really has is just his size. The one thing I will say about Lars is that he does crack me the fuck up. When, like, last night after he did his beating, that was fun. Like, that shit made me laugh. And then he said something tonight, which made me laugh too. Like, can we play again? Or something like, it was just the shit that he said. It's funny. But in terms of him cutting a promo, probably, I mean, I haven't seen the guy talk yet, but I can tell right now just by looking at him, it's probably not going to be that good. Typical Braun Strowman type promo heel, if you will. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that good. I feel like he's going to get lost in the shuffle eventually. I think he's going to be back in Titus Catering pretty soon here. I just don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think they might push it for a couple months, and then by summer, just down. Just my opinion on that. But we had a lot of female wrestlers tonight, did we not? On this show, which is fine. I'm all fine with it. If I guess SmackDown's going to be the home of, I don't say SmackDown's going to be the home of the female wrestlers, but it seems like it. Does it not? So, Ember Moon and Bayley are on Raw. I'm sorry, on SmackDown now, which is fine, which officially splits up Sasha and Bayley. So, Sasha is still absent. She still hasn't come back from her vacation yet. And I'll review that in my podcast probably tomorrow or Thursday. Probably Thursday at this rate. I have a lot of shit to do at work here. But that's officially it for Sasha and Bayley as a tag team. I think Asuka and Kairi being brought together was good for both of them. Because you don't have Kairi, when she comes up, basically to hit debut and then just kind of get buried and pushed underneath after a couple months here, because she's with Asuka, and then on Asuka's you're kind of not lost with her anymore since she doesn't have the women's title anymore, and she comes with Kairi and they become this dominant tag team, kind of like Nia and Tamina, but everyone likes Asuka and Kairi instead. So I really think that Asuka and Kairi Sane together is good for both of them, and it's good for the company. It's good for the women's tag team division too, because you got to come up with a couple different tag teams. You got a couple of them, but not a lot at the moment. So, but I guarantee they're the next tag team to hold the women's titles pretty soon here. Okay, we're going to dive in, I guess. Again, I'm not going to go in full in depth, because there wasn't much to report with the show. Not just a couple, but the New Day and Kevin Owens versus basically a Nation of Domination. I mean, you got Rusev, Cesaro, and Shinsuke. By the way, Shinsuke is just I feel bad for him. But anyways, you had those guys, and the New Day win with Kevin Owens, of course, and then Vince comes out and says he has this giant, a wrestler coming out, and it was Elias, and then turns out it was actually Roman. So Roman's on SmackDown, and that was really it. Roman Reigns gave the Superman punch to Elias and a spear, and gave Vince McMahon a Superman punch as well, and Roman Reigns is on SmackDown, and I'm okay with that. I think it's the best move you could do for Roman Reigns is put him on SmackDown. Not that he's been back for a while from when he had leukemia, but it's refreshing for him to see him on SmackDown. It just seems refreshing. Just him out and always on Raw, just always seemed eye rolling, if you will. But him going on SmackDown, I'm completely fine with. I think it's going to be a lot better for him, for his character, and I think for the show as well. Yeah, Bayley turning heel, I think should help her out a lot. She definitely has some heel tendencies in her. I mean, you kind of get that vibe already from her that she could just turn and snap any second. I just get that vibe from her. So I think they should turn her heel. I don't know how they're going to do it now with Sasha not being in a picture. They could have her just attack somebody or something, but I think she should turn her heel. Maybe, I don't know, for example, maybe a month or two. No, maybe she tagged with Becky Lynch, and then they win, and then I almost said Tamina. Jesus. Then Bayley just turns on Becky, and that's how you set up a feud between us two. Babyface Becky Lynch versus a heel Bayley. I think that's how you do. I think it'd be a lot better for her character as well, because the whole hugging thing, imagine turning that 180 around. I think that'd be really fucking funny. So I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna be good for her if she stays in the same path she is now. I think she would kind of get bored of the company, and she get boring, and she's already boring now, actually. But it's just one of those things where it's just not doing anything for anybody in terms of Bayley being the same character if she has been for the last 3 years. Well, you knew when Elias was called out, you knew it was going to be somebody else big, and you knew it was Roman. I mean, maybe, and I mean maybe Seth, but it was definitely Roman. You knew it was going to be Roman Reigns for sure. Which is all fine and dandy. Like I said before, him going to SmackDown is a hell lot better move for a lot of different reasons. So Roman on SmackDown, I'm fine with that. It's the right move to do, to be honest with you. But overall, man, this match the show was very uneventful. Not much really happened. Just a couple different shakeouts, but nothing too extreme. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 because it was a better show than Raw, but it wasn't that great either. So we're going to have to see what happens with all the shakeups and any storylines pursue. So kind of next week is just the beginning of the new season, if you will, or new rivalries, if you will. So we'll have to see what next week brings for Raw and SmackDown. So I'm a little excited for it, a little bit. I hope that it just spice it up, man, because I just can't do the same shit over and over again. Just so tired of watching the same shit over and over again. So I'm kind of glad that there is a shakeup, and I'm glad there is new faces on new shows. But is it going to be any better? Is it going to be the same? What do you guys think? What do y'all think? Stalk like Mickey James. Yeah, except she can't like a stalker towards Sasha Banks. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But Mickey James also grabbed Trish Stratus's crotch at WrestleMania, so can't do that now. But do something along those lines of her being a stalker. Yeah, man, just something. I just want something new. There's nothing new is the problem. Changing people on different shows is, I guess, new. But I'm now referring to storylines. The storylines are boring. The show itself is boring. I'm bored watching this. I don't want to be bored. Yes, there are shows out there, some SmackDown and Raws that were better, a lot of SmackDowns and more than Raws, that have been better, and I've been excited to watch. But this is like, we are 9 days removed from WrestleMania. This, like, excitement and, like, I guess just the overall excitement of everything should be still high, and it's dead. Everything's dead. I can't remember last time where I was watching wrestling and it was actually just like all dead. Like, now I was kind of going through the motions. Like, does anyone not care in this company that you're kind of killing your product here? Yeah, him. I mean, you knew where it was going to go. It was going to be Roman Reigns being pushed and Roman being the top dog. So you got to start off with something, I don't want to say cheesy, but it was cheesy. But it was out of character for Roman Reigns to hit Vince. So this is not that implies or hints that he's going to have a heel turn, which I think that'd be good for Roman Reigns, but then that'll never happen. I think he'd be a great heel. But it was out of his character to punch Vince like that, so again, I don't think it means anything. I think it's just one of those things where the heat of the moment type thing, it just goes, holy shit! Dude, there's some sort of giant ass spider or bug or something that flew up right in front of me, dude. The fuck was that? I don't know what the hell it was. I swear to God, like, all this shit happens. Every time I live stream, there's always something happening. In my office, lights go out a couple weeks ago, the mic stand breaks tonight. I almost broke my webcam last night because I was so pissed off, and now some creature attacked me on my floor here. I don't know where the hell it's at. Hopefully I die, but... No, man, it definitely is going to be the same. It's definitely going to be the same shit. That's the problem. Like, you can shake up the whole entire roster. You can put, Brock Lesnar on SmackDown and then Randy Orton on Raw. You can do all these big name changes, different shows, and it's still going to be the same. We might get different matches, which is cool, but in terms of quality and in terms of storyline, it's still going to be the same. Nothing has changed. That's the problem. Nothing's changed. You can say that you switching superstars up is going to change, but it's not. It's not. Nothing's going to change, man. This is just a very boring SmackDown, and it shouldn't have been. It should have been a great, exciting SmackDown. It's just boring. No, the whole thing's boring. I don't want to be boring, but it is. I'm bored watching it. Okay, but different superstars, different shows, but it's still gonna be the same. I mean, like you were saying last night, you've been watching it for how long? You never seen it this bad. Yeah, same here. I've been watching it for 20 years. I ain't even seen it this bad before, and I thought 2008, 9, and 10 were... I take 8 out. 2009, especially 2010, were some of their worst years they ever had. And now we're back in that slump. Between 2013 and even some of 16 were some of the better years they've had in a long time. And now we're kind of doing this. So I'm kind of hoping we kind of go back up again. But it doesn't look like it. Yeah. He'd be making more money if he fucking cared a little more about the storylines and product. And you're right. I think the talent do care about the product. And that's why everyone's leaving. Today we had Luke Harper from the Wyatt family. Well, formerly known from the Wyatt family. Ask for his release today. And WWE's probably going to give it to him. You know, he hasn't done much anyways. And if they don't give it to him, I don't know why they would give it to him. Or why they wouldn't give it to him. He should get out of there. What the fuck is he doing? You know, he kind of made his return to the Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, the Battle Royal at WrestleMania. But what has he done prior, and what has he done since? He's not on fucking TV. I don't blame the guy. So people like Luke Harper, people like Sasha Banks, people like The Revival. I'm missing a couple people. Ty Dillinger. Let's put Cody Rhodes in there. All these people, like, you know, want to see the business thrive, want to see the business do well, want to see good storylines, want to create moments, want to create matches, want to create significant Raws and SmackDowns and significant segments. And Vince just doesn't want those anymore. I don't understand. If you brought all those back, it'd be great. I'll be honest with you. When I stopped watching wrestling when I was in high school, the thing that brought me back into professional wrestling was the CM Punk mic bomb, I'm sorry. When he went off on stage and sat in style and just went off on the company. That's what brought me back into wrestling. And we don't have, I don't want necessarily like a pipe bomb again, but I just want something that's going to be like, wow, did you guys see this on TV last night? Did you guys see this on YouTube at WWE? Go check YouTube. You got to go watch it. There's nothing here anymore that will make me want to say that. It's a damn shame. Like I hope we go back up. You know, because I was saying I think we do this the last 15 years, like the fucking dolphin or something. I don't know. It just nothing's exciting. Nothing's exciting. Nothing's happening. And I feel bad for the talent because they're all good, and Vince doesn't want to do anything. So I don't want to say, like CM Punk said, Vince McMahon, this company better off when Vince McMahon's dead. So I don't want Vince to die, but he needs to either get with the times or get out of his position. One of the two. Because you're going to be losing more and more people every week. I'm going to start drinking more after watching these shows. You know what the funny thing is too, man, is that like people like I just talk about this with my buddies at work. Like, if it's so bad, why you watch it? It's like because I watch it because I love professional wrestling, but I also want to wish for some hope that it will get better. I watch it in kind of retaliation, so I can bitch about it, so I can try to change it as a fan. If that makes sense. Yeah, not all 2009. Just part of it. Like, notably the time of WrestleMania 26 and part of WrestleMania 27, that area, I didn't watch much of it, but just looking back in highlights and some of the other shit, it just wasn't very good. Even Michael Cole versus Jerry King Lawler in a 14-minute match, WrestleMania 26. Was it 20? Oh, 27. I don't know, just shit like that bothered me. But they were good rivalries, yeah, like you mentioned. They were good. Some good matches in there. But like I was saying, like, so let's go backwards here, right? We're in 2019, right? So 2019, we're kind of like down here. 2018, we're kind of up here. 17, 16, 15, and then 14, and then maybe like 13, 12, 11, 10, then maybe 9, then 8, then 7, and then 6. And then, like, 2005 and on and backwards was pretty damn good. It was probably most notable. And then, of course, you have the mid-90s. It goes back downhill. So, we're in a slump in professional wrestling time, I guess. But I don't know if it's going to come back up anytime soon. I don't know. It's just really frustrating, man. Trying to look on Twitter, see anything else new. Not much going on in the world of professional wrestling yet. Superstar Shakeup's over for now, I believe. I'm still curious what they're going to do with the U.S. title. They're going to bring over the Raw, keep it on SmackDown or something. I don't know. Something. It's off balance now, so I got to do something. But there's nothing else to really report. But But that's it for this week, I guess, in terms of Raw and SmackDown. And thank God, because after this shakeup, I need a week off to recuperate after watching this shit. Yeah. Vince, social media killed it. Yeah, I agree to an extent. But there's no competition. But if AEW gets their ball rolling, I mean, now we're reporting that AEW signed with, you know, TNT or TBS or something. It's basically Turner product, Turner channel, WCW type thing all over again. And I think I'm the only person on YouTube that has said this. I think we're getting into another war, wrestling war. I think so. I really think we will. I don't think it's going to be as extreme or the height of the WCW, WWF days. But I think you're going to see a lot of people from this company, watching this company, jump over to AEW. And I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be watching both products for sure. But, of course, I don't think they're trying to make it the same nights. I think they're actually trying to make AEW show on Tuesday nights, and then that'll bring SmackDown to Friday when they can move to Fox. But still, I think when you look at in terms of ratings, I think AEW is going to beat WWE. I really think so. It's just one of those things, man, where I'm confused. Vince McMahon is way out of touch. Yeah, I'm not a huge person of Lucha Underground. I just never got into it. But I love New Japan. I tend to watch Wrestle Kingdom when it comes on TV, when it's on in January. It's like one of those things that people kind of casually watch WrestleMania every year. I casually watch Wrestle Kingdom because there's some good ass matches on there. All or Nothing, and then Double. All in. I'm sorry, All for Nothing. All In, and then, you know, Double or Nothing, where the hell it's called, this coming May for AEW. I'll watch that for sure. And that's one thing I love about wrestling, is that now I feel like there's going to be more wrestling product on TV. Now it's just trying to get everyone to watch it again. Make it relevant, make it good again. I think AEW is going to do that. I really believe so. I really, really believe that. You got the right people, got the right, I guess, fan base, the right time. I think it's just going to take off. I really believe so. And I'll review AEW. Keep me more busier on this channel for sure. That's a damn sure. And we got a couple new people coming and joining here. What's up, guys? If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm live here, when I upload. Try to do a podcast every week. Usually Wednesday or Thursday. Just depends how busy I am with my first personal life and work. But we just had our first episode last week. If you want to check that out, go ahead. It's on my page here. And episode 2 should be coming out probably, I'm going to say realistically Thursday or Friday at this rate. Tomorrow I'm coming back to work, and I'm just going to get buried with paperwork here. So if you guys are new, check it all out. Check my Twitter out. I'm active in all of it. And we can bitch about wrestling together in this shitty product recently from WWE. I wish it was WWF. Wish I was back in 1999, 2000. Shit, I'll go one further. Or better, I wish we're back in 2014. That was a great hell year for wrestling. Just double checking anything else going on in the world of wrestling. There's not much. Probably get out of here soon. Just want to review SmackDown. Not much reporting SmackDown. Like I said, I give it a 4 out of 10. Not much is going on. And that's really it. That's really the report for SmackDown. Just a couple of people were moved over. Let me find where it says who got switched to SmackDown tonight, so I have a full roster and recap who went to SmackDown. Should be on here somewhere. Who jumped ship tonight? The following superstars have moved to SmackDown Live in the Superstar Shakeup: Roman Reigns, the Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, Elias, Bayley, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Lars Sullivan, Buddy Murphy, forget about him, Liv Morgan, when the hell that happened? Oh yeah, I saw her on Twitter. Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, and Mickie James. Okay, that's a lot better than Raw. Raw, we had AJ Styles and The Miz and Ricochet and Aleister Black. That's really most buns really care about. Everything was Eric and Ivar. I don't want to talk about that again. Andrade, Selena Vega, Rey Mysterio, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Naomi and EC3, Lacey Evans, Eric Young, and Cedric Alexander. Man, let me tell you what, SmackDown is going to be a hell lot better show than Raw. Just reading that. It's doing one hell lot better. The only top guys you have right now on Raw are AJ Styles and Seth Rollins and The Miz and Braun Strowman. That's really it. No. I'm not saying that AEW is going to beat WWE by any means. They're not. WWE is such a high power force that there's no way they're going to crumble by any means. My point was that I think a lot of WWE fans are going to jump to AEW and watch it maybe just as much as WWE to get some more I guess freshness in wrestling, if you will. There's no way that they're going to take over WWE. There's just no way. No way. Yeah, I don't think that I guess I'm always trying to say they're not going to compete. They're not going to have a rival. They're not going to beam in ratings. But I really think that the first part of AEW, you know, all it being new and all these new faces in one place, I think it's going to be good for the wrestling business. I think it's going to spike up some interest maybe again. I think it might light a fire in WWE's ass, at least. I would hope. Not much else seen here, guys. Redneck Gamer Bud, where are you from? Just out of curiosity, where are you from? Because I have a couple people watching from overseas. I could be watching from Canada. I was just wondering where you were from. What state or country? Also, I'm not sure how long this delay is for my feed here. I think it's like a 2-minute delay at this rate, because I feel like everything's kind of really delayed for it. Does the stream good? Looking healthy? Yeah, we're still a little blurry, but we're okay. But to top off the Superstar Shakeup, 2019, not good, man. Not good by any means here. Not good. Okay. I think I might head off of here, guys. I got work in the morning. Just want to come up and rant in a shitty Superstar Shakeup. So, but all of you new subscribers and hanging out with me and a whole bunch of likes. Give this video a like, guys. I really appreciate if you guys could do that, at least for me. We really appreciate it. But I think I'm gonna head out of here. And I should basically the schedule for this channel is going to be, after this, I'm going to be doing my podcast on Thursday or Friday of this week, and then afterwards, I'll probably go over everything we're going on at SmackDown, and after that, I think I'm just gonna probably just take the weekend off unless something else big happens. And then I'll be back here for Monday Night and SmackDown next week to review it. So I'm gonna head the hell out of here, guys. I'm pretty damn tired, as you guys can tell here. I'm not very animated than I was last night. So hang out tomorrow and Wednesday, or Jesus, what today? Jesus, Thursday and Friday for my podcast. Hear me rant for that for a little bit. And I'll see you guys next week. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out, guys.